I wanted to ask also about when you get started. I know you get involved with the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators pretty early on, and then you won multiple awards. I think I think I saw 12 honors and awards listed. Things like the Sustainable Arts Foundation grant, amplifying the Unsung Voices Scholarship, and just on with awards and with grants. How did you get started seeking those out, and how did those aid you in getting started writing?
I think I started since I was in college. Probably every time when I was in physics, I would do searches for scholarships in physics or sciences and stuff like that. And I got in that habit because I needed the money. I was poor, I was broke. So I always needed money. So I was always trying to find scholarships and opportunities. And so I started learning how to apply for those. And also once I was going to go into grad school, I applied for grants, and I had the National Science Foundation and Homeland Security grants that were awarded. And that's when I started getting more confidence that, yes, I could do this. And when I started writing, I figured somebody told me about the grants and whatnot. Through conferences, I would learn about them, but I didn't feel the confidence. I said, okay, wait, I got to learn how to write, better or feel, because a lot of times they want to know that you're dedicated, that you are serious about that profession. So I gave myself some time and a couple of years. And once I had manuscript, I would submit part of that manuscript, because they ask you the first 20, 30 pages, and you have to fill out an artist statement and a proposal sometimes, and a cover letter or CV. And I would submit that whole packet. And honestly, the first year or two, I would not get anything at all. I wouldn't even hear back from them. But you keep trying, and keep trying, and you start getting better. Then I started getting a hang of it, that I had to be more creative in the language of my proposals, because I was trying to be more engineering, analytical and whatnot, and that doesn't work in the art. So I had to be more, know how to pitch the stories, know how to pitch my proposals and whatnot. So once I learned that, and I was able to write better as well, I have better sample pages and show that I've been published in magazines or newspapers, that weigh more heavy. And once you get one award, that carries on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And before you know it, you start accumulating things. But it does take patience and a lot of, work, that you're going to do it over, and a thick skin. Because, like I said, the first couple of years, I didn't get any awards. And even now, to this day, I apply to a lot of them, and half of them turn me down. So, and it's something you just got to just brush off and apply the next one, just move on.
Well, you did. A lot of people don't. We haven't even gotten to the part where you start querying and looking for agents and editors. So those first couple of years, while you're not getting anything, what is it that keeps you going and keeps you applying to get better?
I'm hard-headed, as I've been told by a lot of people. But I think what kept me going is the passion I had for the story. And the first one, the manuscript I first had, I knew there was a story that had been burning inside me since I was 19, and here you are 20 years, I don't want to make myself that old, 20 years later, and I'm trying to, get the story out of my heart. And, of course, like I said, I had to put that one away. But then my passion, every time I had a new project, for instance, the articles, the one for highlights, I said, okay, it was a competition. Back then they used to have a competition for articles, and I put all my heart into that one article, and it didn't win, but that's okay. I got the rejection letter that, thank you for participating, but you didn't win. So once I started writing that article, I put all my heart into it, and I said, okay, I gotta take this serious. And I didn't win, but it was bought later on, and it took another 2 years to get it published. So everything's slow. So that's why you got to have a lot of patience. So I started with articles, and then when I got the idea of Barefoot Dreams of Petra Luna, that was a family story. And like I tell young writers or writers that are starting out, is that you got to have a lot of passion for that story, because it's going to take you a while, and there's going to be times you just want to quit when you get rejection after rejection. But if you have that much passion into it, you know, you're going to fight through it, and you could take breaks. You could put it away for a bit, come back to it, but it's that passion that's going to drive you to get to the finish line.